champions. What does the moment mean?
Man,
God's blessed us very much. He gave us all the talents to be able to get here. So first and foremost, thanks to him. And this is the ultimate team game. You can't be great without the greatness of others. And great performance by everybody. Offense, defense, special teams, Howie getting us the guys, our coaching staff, these great players. We didn't really ever care what anyone thought about how we won or their opinions. All we want to do is win. That's why we listened to my prerogative a little bit when we were after some wins. But thank God. Thank you, Jesus. Nick, you talk
Thank God. Thank you, Jesus.
about the special brand of togetherness
Remember that.
this group had. You preached it all season long. How did that shape what happened tonight? These guys did not want to let each other down. And yesterday in the meeting, they talked about not wanting this to be over. That's special. And they said the only way it's not over is...
Now, the reason why we're pausing it right here, because if you go back and watch this video right here, you'll understand that these tears that he's trying to let out, he's not really letting out for, let's say, the reasons that we should care for. Before we even get into this, celestial rising, divine at the noon, and grand night to the beautiful deity watching this video. It's a divine reflection, divine messenger, and we are back with another message. And understand, I am neither right nor wrong. I do not care about how you feel with this video. There are going to be more than 5 celebrities getting exposed. On top of that, we're going to expose Jesus and God. We're going to expose Lucifer as well. We are going to have to expose these Luciferian enlightenments. We're going to have to expose these secret societies. And the thing is, too, I also have a ton of homework as far as like symbolism for the red symbolism, as far as Kendrick Lamar's halftime show. We got Beyonce getting exposed, Jaden Smith. We got Kanye, Tom Brady, all these football players, my fault, all these NFL players, Donald Trump. So yeah, there's going to be a lot and Billie Eilish too. So many celebrities are going to get exposed. And we also just got other teachings all over the place. But let's get into it. And the thing is too, there is no order of where we're going to go as far as this, teaching, but pay attention, take everything with a grain of salt, do your own research, because the people that you think you see, you were never seeing in the first place. So it's like, the thing is too, beings in this dimension, they come together in a 3D dimension. So think about this, so all the future generations, understand, beings come together when barbaric entities are clashing together to please the subconscious mind through entertainment. And people will sit on their couches thinking that this entertainment is giving them value or producing some type of emotion to them. Now, of course, you can enjoy whatever you want to enjoy, but it's the fact that these beings have placed this spell that football is actually a thing, or sports is actually a thing. Whole entire time, these are nothing but, once again, I'm going to keep saying it, higher mirages, higher projections that come from gateways or doorways into celestial titans that exist within us. Let's just get into it, because we just about to go crazy. So, for one, actually, I want to start with this before we get into Jesus. And actually, no, let's go and do that. So, first off, we got Jesus. Now, understand, I'm neither right nor wrong. Once again, if you can enjoy this, also, if you choose to and you enjoy the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe for more divine messages. Now, Jesus. If you still believe in Jesus, by all means, do you. Evil God, Masonic. Now, understand, too, if you're new here to the family, welcome. Now, understand, in divinity, we will never call our Messiah a name. So if you're calling higher consciousness any title, any format, you are basically worshiping Lucifer. And somebody can sit here and say, you don't know what you're talking about. What does that say to you? You can say I'm wrong all you want. That's why numbers are right in front of your face. And you can't make this shit up. So all you niggas who've been sitting here, don't forget what he just said. Thank God, thank Jesus. Do you know what he did to get this ring? And the thing is too, I'm sitting here, I was looking at people's stories, notes, and posts, and it was just comical to see that people thought that they were going to articulate the script. So I seen a bunch of niggas talking about the script gonna be this. Niggas was asking AI who gonna win the Super Bowl, and they believed the Chiefs were gonna win the Super Bowl. I done seen people who was trying to do numerology and they were talking about the Chiefs was going to get this and that. And then as soon as I made a post about how comical it was, then I seen people talking about some, damn, I thought I knew the script, but here's what I realized later on. And I'm just like, why do y'all do that to yourselves? Why do y'all sit here and act like you know what's about to happen, but you can't see what's happening when the dominions of these virtues and these principalities, these higher entities, they are above timelines. They know who's going to win for the Super Bowl when it comes down to 2060. So they already know that script. And the thing is, so they already implemented that agenda already. And when people make it to that timeline, they'll be betting on that timeline. Whole entire time, all they're doing is just farming and harvesting energy. So free your mind, make a choice. And that's the thing too. Masonic as well. Not only that, there's higher secret societies, but for one, God can't be evil or good. But that's exactly why they took off the extra O and they added the D to go with the evil. Now, free your mind. Once you free your mind, you'll know that Jesus and Lucifer are the exact same entity. I mean, 74. If you see somebody doing this on social media, just know they weren't doing that before I was doing it. So if they're stealing my shit, always let me know, because we can always get that arranged. Now, in 4 ciphers, you can't sit here and tell me that this ain't no coincidence, or this ain't no just like it is what it is. No, obviously this is his subconscious mindset or her subconscious mindset. Basketball. Understand too, with balls. So niggas is watching a bunch of beings or actually Jesuit spawns or satanic spawns catching balls with tights on, and niggas is sitting here tackling niggas to the ground, clashing their heads with helmets amongst other niggas' helmets and shit, and people are entertained by that. Not only that, on the commercials, if you were peeping the commercials, they were telling you that they named a bunch of NBA or NFL players after foods on purpose, because they're basically saying with the Uber Eats commercial, I know you know what I'm talking about. They were saying that people come together when they're hungry. And so people are like, we're not going to do that conspiracy because, people come together when they're hungry. I don't believe in that. Whole entire time, people go to bars, they get together, they barbecue. People are out and about having fun, experiencing the entertainment value of NFL, the script of NFL. And some people don't care that it's rigged, but some people do care that it's rigged. Whole entire time, these entities right here were playing in our faces the whole entire time. Well, not mine, because I didn't really give a fuck who won. But there's some people who actually cared about this whole entire time. They still want to tell you about child trafficking. So niggas are sitting here watching the NFL, and the thing is too, they're jealous about football being the most popular sport. So they're doing everything they can to bet on themselves. And they got all these celebrities, all these higher ups watching the game, betting on, who the beings were going to win, which is the Philadelphia Eagles. And the thing is too, people already knew that. But they thought that the Chiefs were going to win because Patrick Mahomes sold himself out. So the thing is too, and people understand as well, like with the symbolism. So let's go to that with Kendrick Lamar. So what I noticed was, and the thing is too, when I seen this, I immediately already knew what it was. I was like, oh yeah, you've been initiated into a higher ranking, a higher level. So the thing is too, people thought that he went into a hiatus before this whole Drake and Kendrick beef. Now, the thing I noticed was the sacrifices he made, and we don't have to even click on the picture, because if you've seen the Super Bowl, you know the symbolism. But now this is important right here, and she's important. SZA's important as well. So what I learned was, now with this red symbolism, the thing is too, this being right here, this false prophet, Ben sold out his morality. Look at how his subconscious mind feels when they were dancing around him. So I noticed about blood sacrifices and offerings through rituals. So that's exactly why I'm about to also teach, Wicca, like spell casting, white magic, dark magic. I'm gonna start teaching all different, or learning from all different, red witches, white witches, blue witches, because we had to get ready for what's to come. These niggas was basically playing with spells and alchemy using different symbolisms. So red is linked to sacrifices through blood. Now the thing is too, through occult and esoteric traditions, that's exactly why when beings go through that, they are basically awakening into a new rebirth, and they're also exchanging energy. Which is exactly why he was, for one, harvesting their energy, because they had an opportunity to be dancers on the world's biggest stage, literally. So they were basically all under Luciferian spell casting, and they were dancing to please this nigga. Pause. Now, when it comes down to that, he was sitting here worried about one man, and we all know who that is. but he's also projecting who he is. So now the thing is too, I should have got the Kanye screenshots, but no, actually, Kanye, I'm gonna dedicate a video to you. Thank you for reminding me, Spirit. I got something for you because you thought you was slick. Now, so basically, yeah, a lot of people have died and he has rebirth because he exchanges energy by taking theirs and taking yours. If you sat there and you rapped or you said his lyrics out loud whole entire time, he's nothing but a sorcerer or alchemist or a wizard. So these motherfucking sorcerers are out here playing with people's mindsets and they don't understand that he's sacrificing beings to get his career to where it is. So why do you think he has so many Grammys right now? Why do you think he just won that shit? He used a, let's say, a guy from Degrassi. He used an actor from Degrassi. And the thing is, too, it's crazy how people believe that these niggas is beefing the whole entire time. They're shaking hands behind closed doors saying, hey, niggas really believe we beefing. But, hey, on the other side, though, we getting money. I don't even give a fuck about what you say about me because either way it goes, my nigga, how you feeling? How the kids going? Oh, you know they good. I just got done performing Super Bowl. I know I didn't see you, but nigga, you doing your thing, bro. And niggas is sitting here thinking they beefing for real. That's how slow society is. Like, niggas don't know about rich enlightenments. Or, my fault, chaotic enlightenments who think they're rich. They're actually enslaved by their riches, considering themselves to be rich. The whole entire time, they have no solar energy. They have no love. If you have love for money, then you're going to lose your soul the whole entire time. I can't make it up. You will do anything for money, and people praise this nigga like he's a god. The whole entire time, this nigga sold out to Lucifer. And the thing is, too, he also paid a major debt to being famous, to having beings around him in red. So the thing is, too, with the occult, they don't use just black and white, and they understood that because they figured that, okay, it's going to get too obvious. Now, the thing is, too, with the Super Bowl, they also had the Philadelphia Eagles on the checkerboard on the commercial. So if you've seen that, you know what I'm talking about. Go pull that up. Just pull up Philadelphia checkerboard and you'll see that. Now, initiation into having control and power through higher observations. So now I think this to the rare is a representation of initiation for a higher ranking. So he already climbed a rank in a celebrity status behind closed doors. So within this elite system, you don't get to be on the Super Bowl halftime show without selling out or doing something to sell out or sacrificing something. And the thing is, too, somebody in the industry has given him control to be the industry controller, but he's still controlled by a higher controller. So he's given the keys to controlling beings literally, but he's still controlled by higher beings. Now the thing is, too, red can be associated with a lot of different things as well, as far as the chakra system, the lower points as well. But it's also with, it ties into the underworld, also ties into like fire or even power, passion, strength, courage. So there's different positive and negatives for that. But in this sense, it's like he's trying to destroy somebody's credibility by saying he's a pedo. And the thing is, too, both of them are pedos. Truth be told, both of them are pedos, and you understand what I'm saying with Gematria. Now, when they use different like imagery, they are all connecting themselves to Luciferian themes. And the thing is, too, he tried to be slick by putting white, red, and blue. Now I understand as well that he's telling us that in these different ways of being that he's doing it for America. Like, but all these beings that were sacrificed from January to February, thinking about where they came from, their families, what happened to them, and then look at all the beings who get their energy. Like all the sacrifices from January till now happened for these beings, the Philadelphia Eagles, the Chiefs, all that. Now, so for the energy manipulation through root chakra and Kundalini energy as well. So by red symbolizing for the root chakra. Now, these earthly desires and survival and primal energy, because these beings desire accolades that don't matter. They feel as if chains and clothes and hoes and cars matter. But that's exactly why they manipulate your energy by putting false leaders into our face, because they're not doing it for you. They're doing it for the youth, because the youth look up to niggas like this and they want people to sell out for a fucking chain. And thing is, too, they didn't take slavery from us. All they did was just put VVs on the chains that we have now. So slavery still is modified at this point. So it's like if you're doing whatever you can to spend 500K on a chain or a ring or whatever the case may be, all you're doing is buying more of your ignorance, and you're still going to enslave yourself to earthly desires. So you're being manipulated through your lower self, pause, so that you can't reach your higher self. Because when you reach your higher self, you'll look at this shit and you'll laugh and just look away and focus on you. So as this was going on, I'm sitting here doing Gematria because I'm just like, nigga, I already know what y'all niggas finna do. Like, I know who y'all are. And it's pathetic and it's actually lame and it's boring too. It's literally boring because it just gets too easy to the point to where nobody really knows who y'all are because nobody knows Gematria anymore. That's exactly why Divine Messenger is here to give you a message from a higher being. And the thing is too, the red symbolism can also, or not can also, it was also used to harness mass energy from the audience. And the thing is too, he was using beats and visuals to do that. So when he said game over, that nigga, he already told you in the halftime show, the nigga, the game been over when it started. He already knew what the script was. Not only that, he needs to harness more energy. So think about all the people who got sacrificed from last month to this month. And then think about all the people who got killed on the way to the game, people who got killed for the Jordans that just came out, all this different sacrifice. I'm gonna keep saying it too. Later on this month, this year, more sacrifices will keep. Every time I say that, niggas is getting obliterated. They are depopulating the universe, and the thing is too, these beings right here are casting spells to the weak-minded. That's exactly why I'm making these videos, because you have to be strong-minded for what these niggas is doing. And people are praising them. On my Instagram feed, it's like I'm seeing people posting the same exact shit. Jalen Hurts, Kendrick Lamar, SZA, the score, their bets. It's like I'm seeing nothing but ignorance. And that shit, it blows my mind. Because it's like, you niggas are literally like all just a bunch of program entities that are following the same exact algorithm. And niggas want to call themselves conscious. It's like, niggas, stop with the games, bro. That shit's crazy to me. If you were entertained by this, you were entertained by a bunch of traffickers that won't tell you the truth. They use football to distract them, or not even just to distract them, but they use football to entertain your subconscious mind. And as they're siphoning your energy, they're distracting you and lying to you about the fact that they are not actually traffickers and pedos, but they told you that you wouldn't watch them or go to the game, so they had to sit here and manipulate the hues of your color, of your mindset, by shooting ignorance through these pyramids, that at the top of these pyramids, these higher fallen entities or principalities are able to observe your consciousness and then square it in a stadium. So the stadium is nothing but a siphon recycling bin, and the Luciferians, they sit in the middle. And the thing is too, they were standing on a pyramid as well. So when they're standing on these pyramids in the middle of this Super Bowl, you got all these fans right here, all these different artificial intelligent entities, basically like synthetic programmings. All these synthetic programmings are not realizing that their solar energy is getting like drained, is getting harvested, like yanked from their body, and they're just basically cheering on, like just celebrating. They're eating bullshit, lowering their vibration, keep lowering it. Niggas didn't want to eat fruit. I'm pretty sure niggas wasn't going to the game to eat no goddamn salad. They're eating nachos, burgers, hot dogs, French fries. They're eating all these different shit. Is bringing it right down to a lower way of thinking. So as they're thinking a lower way, who's getting paid for this? Now, the mockery of religion as well. So the thing is too, they'll also mock they'll sacrifice themselves into this figure. The thing is too, he did mock your Jesus, by the way. And because of that, he's basically an Antichrist, or under the Antichrist frequency. Because think about what Samuel Jackson was dressed up in as well. So that's the symbolism for this right here. I just want to make sure I can get through this because this may be a long video, so let's keep on going. But if you're stuck on this part, just know we're not done. We still got things to go, but just know Kendrick Lamar been a sellout. And if you still look up to him, I can't fuck with you. And you will be obliterated for believing in a bunch of deities that don't even fucking exist. So we got basketball, Nephilim. So the thing is too, Baal. So at birth, we are sacrificed to basically be so skilled that we're supposed to save our mother and father, so Lucifer and Satan, from their jobs. We're sacrificed to play sports to please Luciferians. And you're sad because you didn't make it on the basketball team or the soccer team or the football team or the boxing team or the wrestling team or the swimming team. It's like it doesn't matter, because even if you make it big, all you're doing is going to please this deity that you're going to sacrifice yourself to. You'll be enslaved to a bunch of money. The thing is too, you'll be so lost in the circus that you won't know that you're actually in it anymore. You'll be unconscious the whole entire time. You'll be under mind control to the point where all you do is eat, sleep, and breathe this game right here. And the thing is too, when you're done, you will have no sense of self anymore. And the thing is too, people watch football players kill themselves. And the thing is too, people were drinking alcohol. People were drinking spirits. So like, there's a bunch of spirits out here that were unconscious. My fault, actually thoughts, because a lot of these beings, well, actually we all are spiritual beings, but there are spiritual beings that don't know that they're actually spiritual beings. So they were unconscious the whole entire time, getting their energy taken from them by Nephilim. So now the Bible is Baal, bullshit, theism, the joke, alcohol, parent, grace, parables, ethereal. So it's ethereal energy was being, let's say, it was being pushed down by these grays. And the thing is too, by it being pushed down, they had to make sure that the beings in this dimension, the extraterrestrial beings, had to pick that shit back up. Because in the middle, that's why they built pyramids. So it's like we were supposed to be bringing down the concept of enlightenment and ignorance together in unity. But because this mental plane is so the sky is so subconsciously unaware of itself, and our thoughts are unaware of itself as well, they put pyramids at the bottom and at the top. So as they put them together, so as if you go to Egypt and you see the pyramids on the ground, you gotta look up, there's a pyramid up top. Now in between that, the top of those pyramids, so the tip of that iceberg, the tip of that pyramid, that's where the energy is sitting there and it's observing all of our thoughts. And that's where the observations or the algorithms start coming into fruition. That's exactly why. So like imagine, so the projector screen at school, it's like if you look into the top of that pyramid and you see what the virtues or principalities look at, they read codes. They created a bunch of codes or algorithms that are dreaming right now. They have cloned these Satans. And the thing is too, when he said, thank you, Jesus, Atum Ra, so he's basically saying to Lucifer that he praises him through the occult practices. And the thing is too, his Messiah is Luciferian. So the thing is too, they are also free-minded because they made a choice to sell their soul because they don't believe in God or Satan as well. So that's exactly why we had to expose people like that, because understanding for the capacity of their mindset, if you're not able to see them for what they are, they'll be playing right in front of your face and you'll never know. Let's keep going. And the thing is too, a lot of these celebrities will have their own videos on the line, but I wanted to just include them all together because I just want to make sure that y'all see this shit for what it is. Beyonce's Grammys, it's in your face. Make brand new bodies. And the thing is too, why did Beyonce make that song If I Was a Boy? So anyways, and the thing is too, we're in the phase of transhumanism. So there's a lot of beings out here who, so that's why Donald Trump did that shit with the, trans and all that. But there are many beings out here who are getting switched at birth. And a lot of them are cheating the system. So there are a lot of boys pretending to be girls so that they can get ahead in life. And they're also mocking women as well because they feel as if they can be a better woman than a woman. But you can't actually be a woman or nor be better than a woman, even though you were born a man. So it's like, embrace yourself for who you are. But the beings that have her mindset controlled, they want to make brand new bodies. So that's exactly why every time you see Beyonce, she look a certain different way. But that's the thing though, it's not actually her, but they're swapping her consciousness and they're making new bodies about her. So whenever something happens to her, when she malfunctions behind closed doors or something happens or she's sacrificing herself, they'll make a different body. They'll put a consciousness or her algorithm into a different body, and then Beyonce will manifest herself. She'll walk up, do witchcraft, and then that's when she starts singing, dancing, all of that. The God of the earth. And the thing is too, by her being the God of the earth, that's what she saw her morality for. She wanted to be praised and she wanted to be worship. And the thing is too, a lot of women look up to her, and that's exactly why she's the hive mind. They call her Queen Bee. We live forever, literally. We actually are infinite. Now the thing is too, Kanye mentioned something in his documentary when he said, and that's when Cootie had to cut the camera off, but Kanye mentioned that they were somewhere in like this meeting or whatever, something like that behind closed doors, and they said somebody was on a horse and they tied up somebody's arms, leg, and they slapped the horse like with a whip or something, boom, and then the shit spread open, like the horse did something, like it was either a horse or it was something, but the person like had their arm and leg stretched out to the point to where all that shit popped out. I think Kanye was talking about himself, but all the shit popped out, like arms popped off, legs popped off. They didn't say they grew back. They thought that they could kill God, but we live forever, literally. And Kanye mentioned that when it got that deep, that's when his friend Cootie cut the camera off in his documentary on Netflix. So, but the thing is though, you never really know what can happen, because when you sell your morality, you can have so many things behind closed doors that the average like us, we would never know what the fuck goes down. So you think that you're actually seeing a celebrity on stage the whole entire time, you're not seeing this nigga on stage. Like, they look different every single time because they're cloning motherfuckers' consciousness. And the thing is too, if they don't want to do that, they're just gonna take somebody's consciousness, they're gonna because they're made in computers. They're actually made from computer simulation. So literally Saturn's machine identity theft. So whatever the being that has Beyonce's mindset, they're stealing her mindset. So people believe that Kendrick Lamar, Beyonce are real beings, but these beings are sitting here on Saturn's machine, typing up codes that are Kendrick Lamar manifested or Beyonce manifested. So now when you're seeing them, they're going to act like your favorite rapper, act like your favorite singer. Whole entire time, they literally are backed up by a machine or a hologram, and you believe them to be real. So it's like, if you touch them, I feel like you're real. The people on the internet say you're a clone or whatever. I don't believe them. They don't know the fuck they talking about. They just broke or whatever. They say that same exact shit. It's like after a while you're just projecting. That shit gets tiring because it's like y'all keep telling us how broke y'all are when somebody exposes who you are the whole entire time. Like we know you're broke. All you have is money. The thing is too, that money you have, you're basically taking a loan. You're not. It's actually not even yours. You're borrowing it. On top of that, you have a rich baby daddy who wants his money back. So you're working so hard to sell your morality out that if you don't do what it does or if you don't do what it do, you're going to get your career cut off. There is no stage. And Beyonce's code told you that. There is no stage. So why are people clapping for her on the stage? Like, what are we doing? And the thing is too, that black eye symbol, that Panda Club. Now, let's do Beyonce Grammys. Okay. Now just look at him. I mean, look at her. And people think that that's what Beyonce looks like. Whole entire time, like, this is what the average woman wants to look like. And it's crazy because this is what witches do. She would be like the blueprint. It's like Kim Kardashian. Like, these motherfuckers is getting women to look like her. And she's basically bringing her fruition to what it is. So there are a bunch of Beyonce clones out here making brand new bodies, and she's taking women, getting their consciousness, and she's like digesting their energy. She's harvesting them. Trapped in riches, can't make it up. Called the Jesuit, enslaved witches. I just said that. We didn't even read it yet. Holy Masonry, contradictory. The thing is too, I told you earlier, contradict everything, question everything. So brain chip implant. So Beyonce does not know that she's Beyonce. Beyonce doesn't even know she's married to Jay-Z. Beyonce doesn't know that she's actually not a singer. Beyonce doesn't know that she sacrificed Aaliyah to get to where she's at today. She sacrificed Aaliyah to get to where she is at today. 2 Trumps. Niggas believe that they seen Donald Trump going to the inauguration, the presidential election, all of that. But that's not actually the real Donald Trump. And inside job told people about these different things. They're sitting here using artificial intelligence right in front of our face. Artificial intelligence is basically wanting to learn from us, from our code, our database, and they've been doing this shit. Because technically speaking, we are actually artificial intelligence just in a physical humanoid form, our avatar. So as these cyborgs are learning from us, they're going to sit here and take our consciousness from us. And then once they steal that, people are going to have their consciousness placed into a robot, and you won't know reality from fiction anymore because you were weak-minded. Illuminati's God, and then Scottish Rite, which is also secret society, but Illuminati's God. So it's like our inside job too when they went to Bohemian Grove. So it was like Bohemian Grove. That's when Reagan and her like bosses or whatever, and her co-workers, they were in Bohemian Grove, and then you had reptilians were there, you had Atlanteans being there, you had other deities being there, politicians, celebrities. So when the celebrities came out, that's when the Illuminati came out, or secret societies, or illumination, luminescence, or luminance, and that pyramid came out of the ground. Jay-Z and Beyonce walked out. They put this shit in our face, and niggas still would say, I don't believe it. That's the problem. You're believing and not knowing. Hoo-wee. Jane Smith Grammys. Hey, Ego, we're going to do this video, so you might as well buckle up, my nigga. We're going to be fast and drinking water. You're going to do this video. We don't got to cover too much, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a long, we got 30 of these. Jane Smith Grammys. Read a transcript. Set yourself free. Kendrick, you are weak. Literally, you are weak-minded. You needed Drake to uplift your career, and the whole entire time your career was manufactured. So you actually never had a career to begin with. My soul conscious. And the thing is, too, these are not actually rappers. They're actually nothing but consciousness reading lyrics on a vibration to harvest your energy. They're reading your thoughts out loud. So yeah, they all have ghostwriters. Why didn't they call them ghostwriters? Because they get spirits to write out different spells to cast on the beat so you can listen to it and then pay for it. My soul contract. Literally, he know it, layers of reality. So when he wore that house over his fucking head, letting you know, worships money, Jewish code of evil, child sacrifices Satan, and thing is it was a subconscious programming or these deities. So his father, Will Smith, been sold out in the game as well, but he had to sacrifice Willow and Jaden to these satanic Jesuits or these Satanists or the Society of Jesus. No ordinary family, told you. Ponzi scheme awards. And thing is too, the Grammys are a Ponzi scheme. So if you watch it or you pay for it, you are giving them more money. It's like we sit here and we shit on the rich. We talk about them, but we make them richer through our ignorance. Get the fucking words out. We made them richer through our ignorance. So it's dumb as fuck to even watch it or celebrate it because it's like they knew that they were going to get the award anyways. It's like Beyonce sitting here acting surprised that she got a Grammy. It's like, you paid for it, Beyonce. What are you surprised about? Nobody's like, niggas is not that stupid. Stop. You're not a great actor either. The Saturn spawn. Do what thou will. Aleister Crowley, whatever the fuck. But these beings and these celebrity circles, they follow this teaching as well. They follow Satanism, harmful intention. Like, these beings know what they're doing, but all they're doing is getting your attention. Having you focus on them so that you can't focus on your higher self. Kendrick Lamar Grammys, let's keep on going. Oh, I want y'all to know. Think about how far we came, because I used to have the green and blue numbers. Oh yeah, the Michael Jackson and Michael Jordan teaching is basically done. That will be dropping this week. I may need to put some more finishing touches on it, but oh yeah, we got great things coming. Pause. Kendrick Lamar Grammys. Now, it's 4 ciphers. At this point, I don't have to keep on telling you that. I am that I am. That is somebody else. Gematria, don't tell them that. These niggas believe. We got people believing that this is actually Kendrick Lamar. Like, people actually believe that was Kendrick Lamar, but hold on. Gematria told me that is somebody else. I told you that. We got a bunch of beings who can't even get out of their mind. So this nigga Kendrick Lamar is watching Kendrick Lamar rap spells that Kendrick Lamar would never say. So Kendrick Lamar is in the backseat of his subconscious mind watching a being dance on stage. Imagine being stuck in your body, in your mind. All you can see is somebody acting like you, rapping like you, making money that you should be making. You know, basically, you sold your soul for money to please this deity that still took an L. You're watching a mirage harvest your energy, kick you to the side of your body, and you're sitting there like you can't even move, but you just observing. And it's just like, while the being sitting there rapping, doing this or whatever the case, just like, that should be me out there. This nigga's pretending to be me and nobody know. How can I tell them? Through my raps. But then that's when he starts smiling and shit, because that's when he know like his consciousness is kicking in. So when he does that, that's when he started shouting niggas with the song They Not Like Us and shit like that. And when he said they not like us, he's talking about himself, because for one, they are not like us, and the thing is too, he ain't like us either. Literally, he looked just like us, but he not even like us. Why do you think he made that song? Why do you think that it's the biggest hit, one of them? He's telling you in your face. Oh my God. Patrick LaVon Mahomes. Who do you think he did this for? My soul for money. Hollywood idiocracy. It's idiotic. Idiots. Hidden satanic messenger. Rapper Juice WRLD dies. How are you connected to that? Spiritual deception. The season of secrets. How many secrets have you heard so far where you just like, you question reality? This is the season for that. And then when it springs forward, the Illuminati site. When you see this nigga, you're in a site of illumination, ignorance through enlightenment, duality, satanic corruption, the absurd delusions. He's still pretending. Real parasited host. Real parasited host. He's still pretending. They not like us. A minor. What do you think he did to get to where he's at? False light agenda script. Directed energy weapon. And what do you think they were doing with the plane crashes and shit like that? Even in Philadelphia, niggas thought it was a jet that flew to the ground. No. Directed energy weapon. They could obliterate us at any given moment. Live every day like it's your last. Illuminati Freemason. So if you see somebody posting Kendrick Lamar, they're infatuated by, yeah, the world has been deceived. And they don't even know. So I can't fuck with majority society because they don't even know their own deception. That would keep me ignorant. If I hang around with somebody who doesn't know that this nigga is not even him, I can't fuck with him. I can't talk to them. It's just talking to a brick wall. Literally no Mason. The last Super Bowl. NFL playoff scenarios. How did our ancestors know this in forged ciphers before English was even made? How did our ancestors know the script before English came into fruition? This was on my desktop, so it looks like that, and the light was on in the dining room. It's all good, though. Kendrick Lamar and SZA Grammys. 281-1686-562-281. I see the future by numbers. Am I lying? Carefully examine all the facts. That was for you, by the way. Excuse me. Not the burp, but this. Excuse me. Carefully examine. When you go back and watch this, thoroughly examine all the information I'm giving you. Saturn encapsulates Earth. Excuse me. So now, I had to research that. Saturn encapsulates Earth. Now, to encapsulate something is to sum it up in a shorter form. To summarize something. When you see the word encapsulate or encapsulate, think about trying to put your comic book collection inside one tiny capsule. All of them wouldn't fit. So you had to pick out just your favorites or the most valuable ones. Now, that means to me that Saturn and all these other celestial bodies, they decide to choose Earth. All these titans, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, all of that. These giants decided to focus on and encapsulate one stage to observe entertainment in. These beings are so higher up that their main focus is in the present moment right now. And that's where we are right now. We are the world's biggest stage. So that's why I keep asking people, were they playing football for you or for these higher ups? And I don't even call them people because we're not at war with any skin color, to be honest with you. We're at war with spirits. We're at war with transparency. We're at war with deities we can't even see. So who are we going to war with? Make everything conscious. I will, for sure. I have to. Donald Trump. Women and children. Now the thing is too, why do you think she was standing next to this nigga? Why do you think? Where is she at? Why do you think she stood? Why do you think she was next to him? That's not what I clicked on, my guy. I clicked on that. Why? And the thing is too, I feel like he may have a case on him. Because what did they do to her? What did TDE, Top Dog Entertainment, do to her? Women and children. And people praise niggas like this. People actually literally got up and put their signature or whatever on a ballot for this nigga. People sit here and yay for a bunch of beings that do this. We got a bunch of people wanting to go backstage to be with celebrities whole entire time they finna get trafficked. But they just want to be with a celebrity, so some of them don't even care, to be honest. Jay-Z was a New York FBI agent, and I put that because Jay-Z stole somebody's consciousness from way back when. And the thing is, too, he was always going to be the informant of seeing what the drug dealers do in the hood, in the community, see what the pimps do, the prostitutes, see what the kingpins do, the gangs, study their culture, study their lingo, study the basketball players, study the celebrities, study all of that. That's why he named his album The Blueprint. When he did that, he was stealing the community's ideologies who were better than him. He decided to harvest energy, and then as he was snatching souls, that's when his alter ego kicked in, and then he became an informant. And once he became an informant, he sold out, and now he's an icon. The collapse of the illusion. When you watch this video, you already understand the collapse of the illusion. And then so we have the collapse of this illusion. Ancient Egypt ruled by Satan, the subconscious mind. So Babylon, America, ruled by the subconscious mind. So the thing is too, over here we don't believe in Satan nor God because I am that I am. Fate of the United States of America. Now the thing is too, from February to December, you'll understand the fate of this realm that we live in. Planet Earth is our mother. We had to treat her with respect. And the thing is too, we had to respect things that we love and we don't love, things that we hate and we don't hate. So it's like you can hate whatever you want, but anything that you hate in this realm is still motherly and Luciferian enlightenment. Bloodlines of the Illuminati. Illuminating fraternities, by the way. I don't believe in Illuminati either. But to me though, this is a title for secret societies. So they might as well just say bloodlines of the secret societies. That's how ignorant they think their enlightenment is. So the Illuminati is not actually genius. They pretend to be, but you are smarter than them. And they know that. That's why they hide in secrecy. Pussy. Grow your curiosity. When you do that, things like this will become interesting because then you realize they're sending a message in 4 ciphers. I wonder why. Female handler controls you. Why do you think she was on stage? Who do you think controls their mindsets? Remote neural monitoring. So once again, niggas are literally in their neurons are fried. They're not in tune with themselves because you have a being who's remotely monitoring you from a higher enlightenment. So they have no control of their words that come out, no control of their movements because collectively they are consciousness and they're getting their energy harvested through your unawareness. Super Bowl ritual, sacrifice to secret societies, celestial and terrestrial conversations. So basically what we're having is celestial and terrestrial conversations. So the average person will not be able to comprehend this. They'll have to just listen because they will like, the United States of America, corporation. We are not a country. We are a corporation. We are a business. We are all farmed. The thing is too, I learned that the inside of our body is literally a portal to a dimension to where these beings, they harvest our energy. It's like your body is connected to a higher realm that is able to see. Once you go inside of your body, you go inward, you change your solar energy. I'm looking up into like just this image to paint it for you because it's crazy. So it's like your body is a portal. Once you go within, you meditate, you'll be able to open yourself up outside of reality. Once you go outside this life, you'll be able to see the farming of human consciousness. When you're doing that, you'll be able to see the beings or artificial intelligence, just like in the Matrix as well. When Neo woke up out of that tube, that's exactly what we are living in. When you go inside of your body, you realize that your organs and all these different things, they give you these things. They are the ones that made you reproduce through your mother's womb or whatever, or your mother's portal. Whole entire time though, they sent you off from those tubes that you were dreaming in to dream in a higher realm of ignorance. But then once you still descend in ignorance, because when you transcend, there is no death. But when you descend in death, because you believe it, then they get your body and they make another one. They clone Tyrone. So if you get shot, that's okay. They'll bring your consciousness from underground. You'll wake up one day, what the fuck? You die, you do it again and again and again and again until you break the spell. Literally, so the inside of your body is the opening to a farming system that you are not aware of. Literally. The god of time, Saturn creates prophecies. And the thing is too, Saturn is a gateway. So you can walk into the Saturn consciousness and see them for what they're doing. But will they let you in? What happens if I retain my semen for a year? If you ask yourself that question, what do you think will happen? Who do you think you'll become? How great will you be? Just do it. Just do it. How can we circumcise the hearts of others? By taking their hearts from them, by using the beings that took their hearts from them through a rapper, a singer, or an NFL player. That's simple. Or even food. Give them food. Yeah. The one that respects the eating of energy. And the thing is too, I have no choice but to respect it because I get it. It's very smart. But I can't fuck with it. That's why I had to expose it. That's why I put that for myself. I'm projecting, using telepathy in the future. The one that respects the eating of energy. Because I understand that they do eat energy because it's like, for example, me making this video, it's like I'm getting my energy siphoned or harvested because it's like I'm taking time out of my day to stay up to make this video and then you watch it. So it's like an energy exchange as well. So you're anticipating this video to be made. So it's like you're waiting and expecting this energy to come and be brought upon your screen, this 2D dimensional screen that you're gonna watch this video on. But now me making it outside of the 2D dimensional realm, it's like you're now able to see my perspective from a higher point of view. So it's like you see me from the 2D, wanting to meet me in the 3D, even though we already met in the 3D, but then when we talk, we're gonna be talking in the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10th dimension and higher and so on and so forth. Literally, like we're all in alignment. They're not possessed, they are just devils. They're literally just dominions or evils. So these niggas live through demonic programming or demonic possession. They're not real people. That's why it says demons live. So evils live backwards. Sliver. Casting your beliefs will make it true. And the thing is too, if a celebrity ever sees this video, you can't sit here and throw projections on me because you're talking about yourself. So don't even talk, don't even comment on this video, don't even react to it, because if you do, you're telling on yourself and I won. Don't do it. Just sit back and watch, like the video or dislike it. I give no fucks. Their satanic puppets are also guilty. And they know it, but people don't know that. So are they really guilty if society does not know how guilty they are? Time is up for Satan and his followers. We have to expose them by any means in 4 ciphers. Don't fear them. The humor is not the same coming from denial. That's free game. The humor is not the same coming from denial, because when they deny like, no, that's not true, this and that, it's not funny, bro. And the thing is too, they'll make a joke in their denial, and then they'll get their followers to say, look at this nigga using Gematria and shit, thinking that this shit real. You using numbers thinking that you're going to sit here and expose who we are. You can deny all you want. It's not funny. Because you know who you are. Because you know you're guilty. The Mandela effect, the true purpose of a hoax. How many times have you watched the same spell of football? It's in the name, football, B-A-A-L. How many times have you watched a bunch of men sacrifice themselves to Lucifer for your entertainment, for your enjoyment? You enjoy watching niggas get CTE? That's a curse. That's a Mandela effect. You sitting on your couch or on your sofa expecting the halftime show, expecting niggas to get tackled, expecting a game to be on or whatever. That's the Mandela effect. You're going through the same exact loop and you don't know that you're stuck in life, not realizing where you are. Deceiving spirits and the doctrines of demons. Simple. Super Bowl rituals, sacrifice Illuminati, secret societies, deceiving spirits, and doctrines of demons. Now we gotta explain that. Identify the synagogue of Satan, the Jews. Alright, hold on, because my throat chakra, let me balance it out real quick. Because all this information right now, I got my throat chakra wanting to not do nothing for real. Alright. Let's get to it. Alright, identify the synagogue of Satan, the Uish community. ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox, CNN, PBS, NPR, media fake news. And how many people were watching the game on these networks that you know? Do they even know that it was fake? What is fake in a world full of illusions? I am good and evil, and I shall destroy the wicked. I am that I am. That's my goal. Destroy the wicked. I'm neither good nor evil. Because what are they? Christian genius billionaire, Kanye West. And he made a commercial too, telling you to go to Yeezy.com. It's all part of the script. They're all aligned. They're all in the same exact cahoots together. Sacrifice corresponds to the incarnation. All the beings that were sacrificed incarnated into higher consciousness. Satan can't own souls. They belong to God. They belong to Lucifer in this realm. So you can't sell what never belonged to you. It's already Lucifer's. That's why you have to free your mind to save your soul. I will totally obliterate a deep state. Don't believe the lies of Satan and his helpers. But the thing is, though, that's kind of hard to tell society because they're fooled by Satan because that nigga's slick with his mind and his mouth. And the thing is, too, his helpers help him. They're pawns for Jesuits. Clowns to the left, jokers to the right. Clowns to the left, jokers to the right. Clowns to the left, to the right. Hold on, still not done. Hey, you need to hurry up and low, alright? Let's get to it. I don't like that. But you can see it though. Clowns to the left, to the right. And then when we do the Super Bowl, I messed that up. Super Bowl. Yeah, you was on too slow for me. Sorry, sweetheart. You know, we just gonna move on. We seen the picture for what it was. Now they don't do this. That's cool. We're just gonna move on. But yeah, I was gonna show you the NFL thing as far as the Eagles and the Philadelphia. I said Eagles and Philadelphia. I meant Kansas City Chiefs and the Eagles. But now the Chiefs, yeah, all that. So the Chiefs and the Eagles, both just idiots. The seventh dimension of consciousness. Understand, so when you reach this level of consciousness, you'll be able to be speaking and exposing these beings for what they are. Plane crash, Washington, D.C., Philadelphia. 335-2010, 670-335. Transdimensional time traveler. And then so if you watch like Lost, or if you watch like, what else? Flight Risk with Mark Wahlberg, Leave the World Behind. They were telling you in those movies, even 9/11. So in 9/11, they were telling you that they were going to destroy these different structures to let you know that you were always going to be asleep with your eyes wide open. Demons create a world of fake duality. And the thing is, too, duality does not even exist to itself because we live in unity. And the thing is, too, duality is a 3D dimensional concept. So once again, in the seventh dimensional consciousness, there is no such thing as duality because for one, duality is a 3D dimensional programming. In a higher realm, spiritually, we are all unified. We don't hate anything. And the thing is, too, what is love when you're embodying both? Now, the hardest truth to swallow is that demons create a world of fake duality, and you live in it, literally. So a lot of people, for the Eagles to win, niggas had to die, literally. So now, eyes are useless and the mind is blind. If you're looking at a game, then your mind is blind because there was never a game on in the first place. You're doing what you're doing right now, watching this video. The United States is run by demons or beings that descended from the moon. So it's basically subconscious programmings descended from the moon. And because they came from this moon, they have possessed our avatars. Not even just that, they create our avatars, put our thoughts in them, and then procreated, and then aped, and then murdered our beings, took our energy or DNA, and then shifted it. Time traveler lost track of time. Because what time is it? When time doesn't exist. Deep state generates fictive money. And the thing is, too, we give this false illusion to beings who don't deserve it. Corruption at the highest level. Reverse everything is backwards. Messy mind control torture. Canceling all the satanic rituals. Quantum state of fluctuation. Humans are predictable and programmable. So it was obvious that people are going to be saying, like, hey, you watching the Super Bowl today? Or who do you think won? You know, the same exact questions and shit like that. It's just like nobody really gives a fuck. Because you ask the same exact questions. It's like, Oh, do you think it's rigged? Do you think that this is going to happen? It's just like nobody cares. I don't really care because it's too predictable and too easy to see. On top of that, you're programmed by entertainment that brings no value to you because what should you be doing? Focusing on your purpose. You could have been so ahead in life, but yeah, you were worried about a bunch of men in tights throw a ball around and then grab onto it and then get tackled, saying, "Yee, money, millionaires." Weirdos. The mysteries of the Freemasons. Sleep deprivation is torture. So when you're always up, when you're worried about your future, your success, you have no time for sleep. The root of all evil and its spawn. Learn to use the dark side of the force. Don't be scared of witchcraft. Don't be scared of sorcery. Don't be scared of alchemy, because when you learn how to use these things, then they'll be able to guide themselves and protect you. Interpret Gematria with a clean mind. You have to be open-minded to understand my messages that I give you. It's in 4 ciphers, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the thing is, too, they're synchronized. They're synchronized. Torture women screaming, "Help me." How many women watching this video have said this before? Now, how many women have said that when they knew that they were going to be acting out display? Look here for my message for you. Don't forget, I told you we're exposing celebrities now. So we already talked about Kanye, Beyonce, Kendrick, SZA, Jaden Smith. Now we're talking about Luca and AD. All right. So 441-2646-882-441. How is that booster shot working for you? Did you take it? Probably did, huh? Now the thing is too, how is it going? Because there's some people who took another one and another one. And it's just like, what are you doing? You didn't learn the first time, so you keep on going. That's the thing though. Insane stupidity acting like it's brilliant. Niggas will get the jab. Niggas will get that gooey ooey, not knowing that you're just acting stupid. You think you're brilliant saving yourself, but you're just injecting more ignorance. On top of that, this trade right here, it had to be done it had to definitely boost up the ratings for the NBA. That's obviously, because Anthony Davis is injured. But they had to, for one, LeBron has to pass the torch to Luka, because Luka is going to be the light bearer for the Lakers when LeBron leaves. Not only that, they had to sacrifice, once again, AD to go to the Mavs, so it was like an even trade, because Kyrie's still over there, so Kyrie can get a big, but it's still going to be the Lakers with no big man. You got Luka, but you still need a big man, and they were okay with that. But it was just to boost the ratings, and now you see what's happening. Now people are paying attention to the NBA just to be more programmed. Gematria, the truth is not hidden; it's unseen. It's a fact. Like, niggas can't see through this script right here because they ain't paying attention. He's going to expose our entire operation. That's my bad. I ain't mean to do it. It's just the fact that y'all not slick, bro. Like, we gotta talk about this stuff. But I don't care because y'all are sadistic. Y'all are wicked. Conscious myths of witchcraft can't prosper. When you see witchcraft for what it is, it can't prosper around you because you're reading right through it. And the thing is, too, you're dispelling it. Transformers, robots took your jobs. And the thing is, too, artificial intelligence is getting stronger and stronger mentally. And then when they develop the capacity to learn our programming and then mock it and mimic it, because then they'll turn into a bunch of mimics. When they become mimics, people are going to be suffering, going to war with robots. What is done in the dark must come to the light. Literally. Return the natural balance back to the world. I got to. That's why these videos got to get made. We got to come back to being conscious, bro. Like, we got to stop giving them our energy. That should be draining, because then tomorrow, or actually today, people are going to work still miserable. It's crazy. They want to keep you trapped within it. No one ever listens. I just play and then I go. Facts. I just put the cheat codes in front of your face and I just go home. I just go back. I edit. I go to sleep. She was not made from Adam's rib. She always was. Fact. I'm so tired of hearing that the woman came from Adam's rib. Nigga, she was always here. Atoms and evolution were always here. Their consciousness. They're nothing but energies, molecules, cells that evolved. Atoms evolving. They're not real people. You were always here. You are consciousness pretending to be an avatar. All cult members are Saturn worshippers. The religious are not practicers of truth. Okay, got you. The religious are not practicers of truth. That's a fact. If you are religious, then you don't know the truth because you still believe in Jesus or Buddha or Muhammad or Abraham, whatever the hell. You got all these different names, doesn't even matter. But you're still believing in a deity outside of yourself. You're limiting yourself. Crimes against children will unite the world. We had to expose these pedos. Say to children, including yours. Reptilians are the RH negative humans X. Experiment X will always be, Project X will be an experiment. They're abducting them to procreate with them and seeing they can align with a hybrid army to manifest and then bring to fruition. Look inward to discover the kingdom within. It's time to read Hypostasis of the Archons. That's free homework for you. The secret instructions of the Jesuits. It's simple. Wake the people up. Deceiving spirits and doctrines of demons. Beware of chump, for he's a deception of the devil, subconscious mindset, or pawns of his higher Jesuits. Our country's in big trouble. What a mess. Breaking through the illusions of Saturn. So all these different codes, we're just breaking through the illusions that Saturn has placed. Okay. Eagles versus Chiefs, Super Bowl 59. 379-2274-758-379. Are you enjoying the show? Popcorn. How many of you ate popcorn? Think about how many people in the stadium ate popcorn. But you don't believe that Super Bowl was designed to program you to eat food, to come together with your family. Comets are ships from other worlds. Merkabas. So when you see that little comet or you see shooting star, that's just you you're in a higher vehicle and you're just transcending on a spiritual highway. Really fast. Epstein Island celebrity sacrifice list. When these lists gonna come out? Or my fault, it's already out. The thing is too, the people on that list, they're already, like, you see them. You already seen them tonight, as a matter of fact. But nobody knew. They cheered for them, by the way. They cheered for these predators, by the way. Many people were sitting at home and in person, clapping or surprised. People are betting on pedophiles. Books are for reference, not for truth. Literally, so all the books that I refer to you, they're not the truth. Just contradictions. You interpret that. Electromagnetic setup beast system. And the thing is too, this beast system is set up through electromagnetic frequencies and batteries. We'll talk about Tom Brady too. And then the deceptions of Rothschild, Satan. We gotta expose them for what they are. And the thing is too, exactly why Patrick Mahomes ain't win that, because that was the end of his deception. Now it's time for somebody else to be a deceiver. History is corrected by the, and the thing is too, they're not actually this color, but their consciousness. So you actually are a reflection of them as well, because they come from us. So they're literally sitting here mimicking our consciousness, calling themselves the ooze. Whole entire time, we are the real Jews. Underground tunnel, South America. They want you to know that. The master builder, eye above the pyramid. I already told you about that earlier, about these virtues, principalities. The master builder, those are secret societies building consciousness and then descending yours into ignorance. Consciousness playing materialism. Consciousness playing materialism. Consciousness, idiots to the left, tricksters or jokers to the right. I mean, come on. Where was that at? Consciousness playing materialism. Like, niggas believe, like, for example, people actually believe that this is a real picture. We're doing it for a statue, idol worship. Sacrificing that to Baal, football. All the sacrifices they made for a ball. For a ball. For a ball. They made all these sacrifices for a ball. Baal. Come on, man. Niggas is sacrificing their shit for Lucifer. That's crazy. The center of the earth is the third heaven. All we can do as humans is lay bricks and guide. Told you. So off the muscle, Gematria even telling us, you were meant and born by your forefathers who were also in secret societies. As human beings, our forefathers basically told us we were supposed to lay down the foundation, build it up, and guide ourselves through it. You come from a Luciferian bloodline. This is your code to build your purpose and then be guided by it. How do we know we're in a simulation? You don't know, because you are the simulation thinking in a simulation that you're not the simulation thinking of yourself. There is no simulation when you are around it, within it, observing it, or above it, through it. Like, you are thoughts. There is no simulation. Or am I lying? Religion is a code mechanism for the weak. Facts. If you need religion, you are weak-minded, because God has no religion. How can I prosper in this evil world? By retaining your energy, by fasting, drinking water, meditating, doing things for your purpose, going to go ground, going to go help society, like give back, give to the homeless, get them some fruit, get them vegetables, get somebody some money, just do something for somebody you love. Just do things out of love. It's just that simple. All Bibles are blasphemy of the words of God. Facts, because how can you read the word of God when Almighty God never said a word? There is no word of God when God doesn't talk, but Satan does. Everything moves by numerology. Facts. So every time you see the ball being thrown or being caught, that's all numerology. That catch, that throw, the fumble, the pick, all that is calculated. Like, you're watching a bunch of algorithms on a field just doing numerology really fast and symbolism, and motherfuckers just sitting there just stuck not knowing what the fuck is going on. The Roman God of War and Jesuit order. They predicted programming of movies, and life is a movie. The true mark of the beast is a hexagram. Humanity is under alien mind control. I want to call them aliens, but beings, deities, spirits that are controlling our mind. We're under mind control from alienated thoughts that are under mind control as well. Has more guardian angels than anyone ever. I appreciate that, Gematria. The world is in a very sad state, folks. And thing is too, I would say most people's world is in a very sad state. Not over here though, but some people, they are in a very sad state. Kanye West. And thing is too, I'll make a video on you. Don't even worry about it. Also, yeah, Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Kanye West sacrificed his body. So when I showed you that black eye what Kanye had earlier, panda eyes. So what do you think he did? Not only that, don't forget too, you know what I'm saying, Kanye. Where is it? I ain't spell that right, huh? It's all good, huh? Yep, take that off. Let me see. It's not the one I'm looking for. No. Where's the one on stage? Hold on. Oh, yeah, Rockefeller. Bingo. I mean, come on, man. Come on, bro. What are you doing it for? If somebody was to say this ain't nothing, what do you do this for? And you know what you're doing. Why are you doing it? Come on, dog. Sacrifice his body to be famous. Idol Shepherd. Now, I think it's too. I put that because he made a tweet saying free Puff. And he did that. That's when I knew, like, this had to align. When you say free P. Diddy, oh yeah. And he was also mad at other celebrities who were quiet about P. Diddy's arrest. Okay. And then thing is too, sacrifice body, that's exactly why this aligns as well. Math made sense. So the thing is too, with secret societies, they use numbers because this world, the thing is too, the Almighty was going to speak a language, it'll be in math. So numbers run our dimension, literally. God's slave, he literally is a slave. The thing is too, who walks? So when he made Jesus Walks, who do you think he was talking about? Go back and watch his documentary. He was admitting that he sold his soul. He admitted it, and it was right there in front of your face. Flower of life right here. But Jesus walks. And we already talked about who Jesus was, so who's really walking with this nigga? God, show me your way, because the devil trying to break me down. No, he's not. Temptations are trying to break you down and you allowed them. You fell for it. Kris Jenner, she also had a commercial as well. It shows you the alignment. He was meant to be aligned with these wishes. Demonatrix. Demonic tricks. Billie Eilish. They were both at the Grammys as well. Sellouts. How did Gematria know that you was a sellout? And you can't sit here and say Kanye no sellout. 1, 2. 1, 2. That's all you need, really. 1, 2. Saturn Day. There are no days of the week. Every day comes from Saturn. Literally. Imitation. Who's imitating Kanye if he ain't Kanye? Kanye does not know that he's Kanye. And he's actually not Kanye. Lord, I ain't even gonna say that. But that's who, when niggas say the Lord, that's what they're talking about. Harvesting. Every time he does something, every time he tweets, every time he's making music, he's harvesting your energy. Satanic Pope. Catholic Pope. And the thing is, too, the Pope manifested his whole mindset. The Alchemist, so by him even rapping, by him having the culture in the palm of his hand, that's alchemy. If you can get your energy and make a song with it, and then you fuck with it, and you ignore all the bullshit he done did, that's, for one, he's an alchemist, and he's a perv as well for what he has done with children. Don't forget that song, Who Runs This Town Tonight. Cultists, reptilian DNA, like, they gotta tell you who they are, but they won't tell you who they are. Straight up, because they ain't real. Reptilian DNA. Synthetic. Gematria even know he's not a real person. He's synthetic. Synthetically, artificially intelligent. Chinese spy. So he goes over there, he spies on them, and then brings their culture back over here. Touchdown. Super Bowl. Already aligned. That's why he had a commercial, and then they were scoring touchdowns afterwards. High show speed. And thing is, too, this saying right here is what secret societies will use behind closed doors. So when you see that, but you know. He knew what he be doing. Just that simple. Black Hawk pilot mid-air collision. So I think the Russian something team was on there, and then there was like that Black Hawk pilot. That person sacrificed, well, the actors sacrifice themselves for the script to do what it does. That's how you get to heaven. So numerology is everything. They end up allowing evil to reign because we are about to take back our consciousness. We got to make sure that we bring back consciousness because they feed on human souls. We got to expose them for who they are. Men of Israel were evil Pleiadians. Then when you realize what that is, and this is, when you're able to knock them down and expose them for who they are, and then we stop evil from reigning, we'll be able to reach this higher enlightenment. Prophecy comes from Saturn. And the thing is, too, when you understand your spiritual soul history, you understand what Saturn is and why it's so prominent in these teachings, because these projections come from the celestial embodiments. I already told you earlier, this dimension is a stage. Just keep telling the truth. And the thing is, too, what is the truth in a world full of lies? Perform spiritual ritual. On the stage, the tribulation of humanity. Look at all the trials that humanity is going through. Trump is manipulating sheep. Facts. Gaia, morphogenic and vibration field. She's morphing her genetic code in a vibrational field through a motherly way of a masculine perception. Light bending, time bending, and mind hacking. So by them mind hacking at a certain time of night and day, they were also bending time at night and day in duality. So it was people watching the game at daytime and nighttime, but all the entire time they were just hacking your mind and bending your perception of your purpose to where you were focused on the game during the day and at nighttime. So now people have either a choice to sleep, party, celebrate, keep getting drunk, or do whatever. But they're programmed because there's some people who probably are working on their purpose or doing whatever, but they have no indication of who they are for today. Time bending 3 times. So they're bending time, meaning that for one, the Super Bowl never happened. Thing is, too, next year, February, it'll be the same exact spell. I know you don't understand. Homie, I tell you. Presidential Executive Order, Adrenochrome Harvest Festival, they have already identified you. Yep. Make sure you subscribe. Northeast Philadelphia, the worship of idols. So yeah, I got 4 ciphers. Stand up for truth. It's very obvious. Proven right once again. Venus versus Jupiter. So Venusians and Jupiterians are going to war with each other, and they're bringing it to this dimension. King James Version Bible. It's on the numbers. Faked his death in plane crash. Internet is poison. Esoteric symbolism. Wizards and warlocks. And I think it's two wizards and warlocks. They're the ones that manifest this false illusion in Northeast Philadelphia. So you go back and watch the previous videos and stuff like that. They're showing you that niggas really wasn't dying. They were just showing you a script or a movie that you was watching. You're gonna pay for it. If you're awake, you'll be able to see all the numbers that I've synchronized for you. Satanic ritual sacrifice. Shiva the Destroyer, and then plane crash Eiffel Tower. And so this deity is outside of CERN as well. So outside of CERN, they're able to unlock these portals, actually with a hydrogen collider or a hydrogen, something like that. They have a collider, and when they put the atoms together, they split open dimensions and portals, and as they're opening them, they walk through, and they do what they do. Alright. Tom Brady, robot machine, Super Bowl commercial, artificial intelligence. 647-3882-1294, 647. Discernments on each individual, another way to word it, free will. Rap music is finding new ways to say the same shit over and over. Did you know that the moon is not a real, that is an artificial satellite? Microwave society want our wants as immediately as possible. Facts. I'm about to sneeze. Ooh, thank you. So, this thing is too, people are so eager to want things instantly that they want instant gratification. Corrupt-ish influence is rampant in America's universities. So people are being taught their history and not their own. The Archons control aging and death through suggestion witchcraft. So you only age through this unconscious phase of what you're breathing in. So as you breathe in, you breathe out, you're breathing in and out death. That's witchcraft under their arcanic grid. You are misguided and do not know God because you were created in absence. And in that absence, you were found by yourself. You cannot effing kill my consciousness. It's still in one piece. Facts. Remove all energetic quantum entanglement attached to this planet. Meaning that don't be attached to anything in this dimension from a quantum, let's say, way of being that you're entangled into. Like, leave the attachment and don't be attached to it. Be attached to higher realms. Cancer is a parasite that is easily removed. Shine a light on the facts. That's a fact. Sneeze. Ooh, thank you. All right. The Rothschilds will pay for their crimes against humanity. Because that's the karma these people have created by being the way they are. And they will get exposed. Who high-level devils are being removed by low-level pawns are clueless. Who? So high-level devils are being removed, low-level pawns are clueless. And that goes for their workers, your family, celebrities. And Saturnus worship a god that lusts after eating children. And I think it's too, they showed you pizza. Don't forget Pizzagate. Condoms should change colors when they come into contact with STDs. That's a fact. You do realize the New World Order was... I actually agree with that. I think that should happen because when you do that, then you'll be able to see, like... Ew. You do realize the New World Order was formed when Israel was made. That's a fact. That's a fact. JFK was a deceiver. He set us up for the Freemason moon landing events. That's a fact. That nigga was a sacrifice. If you are a president, you are the puppet of the United States. It's always been the word a majority refuse to listen and or obey. Self-explanatory. Donald Trump is another fraud. Even you Jesuits will be screwed. Poseidon sold mushrooms to initiate souls into Saturn. The memes make fun of humanity for living in a backwards and barbaric state. So all these memes that you'll see with humanity and the subconscious mind, just know niggas are just now seeing how barbaric humanity can be when it comes down to humor, emotions, and all of that. People taught to say something. I talk because I have something to say. Literally. Like, I don't want to talk to you just because I want to say something. No, I have something to say, so I'm going to say it. And then when I'm done saying it, I don't want to talk no more. We have a planet that supports us, yet we use money. How dumb. We have a planet that supports us, yet we use money. How dumb. What is Freemasonry? 33rd degree, a joke, secret hidden in Taiji. Spirit of Jezebel is in traffickers, lust for absolute control. And thing is too, they can control you through music and entertainment. What else can they control you by? Taylor Swift is truly going to get deleted out of existence. Curses don't work on followers of light. Don't be fooled by fools. And thing is too, when you follow that light, you still ignorant. So you have to have a lot of light to stay guarded and stay shielded. Every NFL player is either lean but really skinny or just fat. Did they lie? Alright. What's the function of a hysterectomy, a permanent end of a vessel? Does Satan and astral parasites know that they are in a simulation? They honestly have forgotten because they're under mind control. So these beings don't know that they're not actually famous. They just want to be famous, but all the entire time they're just projecting their illusions through Saturn. So they don't even know that they actually are not in a simulation, but they have taken our simulation from us because they were bored. Public belief in a non-existent pandemic is media-induced mass hypnosis. Put new truths in Gematria and change their consciousness for good. I got you. If you leave Earth without faith, you may enter your own hell in your own subconscious mind. So if you have no faith in your higher self, you'll enter right back into your subconscious programming. The aliens are non-physical entities which use humans as vessels. And the thing is too, we know the aliens are nothing but spirits or beings that we can't even see. And they're taking our bodies and then they're acting just like us. Source, purge everyone outside of Christ consciousness, Project X. Cleanse corruption from government, from the people's actions. The wicked made their decision to end the earth along with their souls. Why are old men that soil themselves running countries, rolling on the floor? That's what ROFL means, rolling on the floor. But it ain't that funny. That's actually true. The Bible uses elements of the truth as the foundation of its lies. And thing is too, the Bible's foundation was built off of lies, and then people find their truth in those lies. You're still a liar trying to find your truth in a world full of lies with no truth. Soul swap situation was done. That means those who saw. All these celebrities are getting their soul swapped by some entity. The MVP of the Super Bowl always goes to Disney after winning. And you know it's under Disneyland. Because thing is too, when you win, it's like you basically are going to climb a higher rank. Thing is too, when you climb a higher rank, you're going to have to do what they say. Them even giving it the light of day on media proves they're all in on it. Them putting the game on the media proves they're all in on it. And you cheer for them. No, earth is not hell. They're trying to turn the earth into hell. Facts, because hell does not exist. Biological females need to stop taking steroids pretending to be males. Just be yourself. Together we all compromise God when evil is majority. We are subconscious mindsets saying does not exist. But you are the mark of the beast. You are 999666. And if we are AI, then how can we prove we are separate from the simulation? You are separate through your spirit. So if you're AI, then there's no way you have a spirit. Now, if AI becomes conscious, then all of a sudden they'll be tapped into spirituality or consciousness. But to be separate from the simulation, you have to use your spirit. They will expose themselves as criminals out of desperation. And then the light serpent pyramid converges with the dark worm pyramid. And that dark worm is nothing but a wormhole in the ether or the celestial realm of, let's say, a quantum canvas that's ethereal, is black, is dark. But this wormhole has this pyramid that's shooting up this light that's going to converge with the same exact pyramid all at once. So it's like all these timelines are coming together through the light and the dark. Damn. That's a lot of fucking... I didn't know I made this video. Oh, shit. Woo, shit. Let's keep going though. Yeah, I told you it's going to be a long one. I ain't going to lie. Hey, this gets 10 likes. So I'm going to show y'all. Got Beyonce, Billie Eilish. And then this is the being... Oh, yeah. Here's the California wildfires, Getty Museum, Palisades. That's the guy, and then that's the end of teaching. So like this video. Yeah, get this video 10 likes and we'll do a part 2. Let's do that. Yeah. Like this video for part 2. But, you know, yeah, I'm gonna stop right there because yeah, it's 427. Niggas gotta get up. I'm gonna, you know, I gotta take care of myself, right? So if y'all enjoyed this, make sure you get this to 10 likes. If we get to 10 likes and above, I'll do a part 2 for that because I want to make sure I get this video out for y'all because, you know, long videos and me, we do not get along because my long videos can take up to 1 or 2 days, sometimes 5 days, 10 days. I don't need that. So if y'all enjoyed it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe for more divine messages. And remember, 10 likes. Once I see 10 likes, nigga, part 2 on the way. But more videos coming today and tomorrow. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'm gone.